last one was brutal. Okay, we're live.
We talked about clapping last time.
Yeah, I don't need to. Skip that again.
Skip it.
Yeah, well, we gotta give it time for the intro song to play. Those beats that I have.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
Did you pick one yet?
Yeah, it was the same one I used the whole time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Stock beats.
Yeah. Stock beats. Okay, cheers.
Cheers.
Number 5.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for coming.
Yeah. It's my pleasure again.
It's Tyler again. And so we were talking earlier, what I wanted to tell you, I can start this off, is what I wanted to tell you was the last time we did this podcast, I had this all set up right. I thought I knew what I was doing.
Yeah.
And
you looked like you did.
yeah, it looked really good, right?
Yeah. I was like, pro show.
Yeah. Well, the whole time I hadn't changed the input for the recording to this. So it was recording through the microphone on the thing the whole time. So all this shit we were doing with the effects and stuff, it just sounded cool.
This is for show.
Completely, it was just for show, yeah. So the first 3 podcasts are like super teeny and fucked up.
Yeah.
And the one that we did together.
Yeah. Along with being fucked up.
Yeah, of course, yeah. And so now though, I can see that we don't have enough volume here to hit the volume threshold. So it's gonna be pretty quiet.
Okay.
So I'm gonna have to crank it, I think. So heads up on the headphones.
Yeah.
But anyway, I did the last one with Adam Levitt.
Yeah.
And it's horrible. The volume's bad. So make sure, can you push this in close?
Yeah.
Like just push these together. Yeah, and then put that close to your face.
Keep it tight.
Legit, yeah, because now that it's louder,
yeah,
I can turn it down if I need to, but at some point I can't crank it anymore.
Got it.
When I'm recording. So,
yeah.
Anyway.
The kinks.
Yeah, totally. Anyway, well, thanks for coming back, man.
Yeah.
You're back from Sober October.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I pushed about 6 weeks.
You did?
Yeah.
Did you go beyond the first of?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, cool.
I pushed it through. It was nice.
Right. That's good.
Yeah, it's an easy thing to do.
Right. You stop drinking.
Yeah, it's easy because you know you're going back.
Right. You're not saying, I can never go back.
Yeah, that's why it's funny when everybody, people get serious about it. It's like, it's kind of doesn't really do anything. Besides just feeling good for a month.
Right.
Which is, I guess, worth doing.
Yeah. I've never done it. I've never gone Sober October. I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
I'm taking time off things.
Yeah.
But never on
I had a few friends do it at the same time, so it made it a lot easier this time.
For sure.
When you're alone, it sucks hard. Because you basically just have to hang out by yourself.
Yeah, exactly. You want to go out? No, why? Because where are you guys going? We're going to go drink. Cool.
I've tried to go and hang out with drunk people. The drunk people suck.
Yeah, it happened recently. Everyone knows you're fucking drinking water too. Everyone's like, you're just drinking pop or water.
Man, when drunk people, that is hardcore radar.
Yeah.
They see it and then they
there'll be a table across the room looking at you like, that guy's fucking drinking water. One idiot.
I'm pretty sure this is third water.
It was Sober October. Yeah. That guy's not so much water.
Fucker gets no ice.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never really got out and not drank, but not being Sober October game.
I think if you get a couple buddies, you get involved, and then you can kind of make fun of each other.
The thing is, you go from Sober October straight into Movember. So you have the soberness, and you can celebrate having a mustache the whole month.
Yeah.
Knowing you've been clean. For a month.
Yeah. This feels way less dirty than it would have if I hadn't been sober.
Yeah, because you come in the month clean and fresh, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Skin looks better, everything else, right?
Yeah.
Shave, clean.
Yeah.
Starts off.
Yeah. I heard a couple other ones for November. There's November.
Oh yeah.
Which I think is kind of cool.
I've heard November to Remember.
And what's that about?
Just you're sober for November.
Oh yeah. And then the other one I heard was a new one. Apparently it's new this year. Is No Not November.
It's all over Instagram, all over the gram.
Oh.
Yeah, all those accounts.
Yeah, which is incredibly easy to do for a lot of people.
It's easier than drinking, probably. Actually, well, yeah, probably easier than drinking.
I guess no. I think masturbation
They're both sinful.
Can get pretty heavy on the addiction side.
Yeah, for sure. Right. I'm so drunk. I masturbate so much. Yeah. Yeah, that's a new one. I guess it's very, very new. I don't know.
Yeah.
Right.
That goes back to the Seinfeld game.
Yeah. Right. I guess. I wonder if I would be curious if that Seinfeld episode originally played in the month of November.
November 1st, even.
Yeah. I wonder if that was the case.
Thursday, November 1st.
Yeah.
Who knows?
It was always on Thursdays.
Yeah.
Thursday night. Yeah.
Thursday night. Wasn't it Friends and?
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember. That's a good one.
Yeah, I don't remember Friends either.
No, I remember Friends. I remember, but I don't remember what the order it was in. Actually, I didn't really get into Seinfeld until after it had been on for a few years. I think most of the people that I knew was the same.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, probably a couple of years in before I got into it.
I can't say I was an early adopter.
No. Well, I think the first year was pretty awkward show.
Yeah.
Because it was different.
Sounds like this isn't a Seinfeld show, but I feel like they got canceled or something like that, and then they got brought back on.
Yeah, I think they weren't going to renew it or something like that, and then
they did.
Yeah, they did. End of story.
You know that they say there's some stat about that the reruns that play.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know the stat. So I'm gonna make it up so it sounds impressive. I'm sure it's impressive.
Yeah.
It's I think it plays like that show's playing at least every hour of every day somewhere.
Oh wow.
Or like every other hour, like 6 times a day or something like that somewhere.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
The syndication rights on that are bonkers.
Jerry's worth like almost $1 billion.
Yeah.
I think Larry David's probably up there too, probably close to him.
Yeah. I think he sold all the episodes to which service, Hulu it was at the time, for $750 million.
Really?
To stream it. Yeah.
Gosh, man. That's awesome. And that's only one, and Hulu doesn't even play in Canada. You can't get it up here.
Or maybe I got a zero off there. Maybe it was 70-something million. I can't remember.
Still.
It was bonkers.
Still.
That is a big difference. But,
it is a huge difference. It's 10 times difference.
Yeah.
Is it 10 times difference? Yes. Yeah. Anyway, Jerry Seinfeld, that guy's not even funny.
I mean, now he just seems like he has contempt for everyone and everything.
I went and saw him like a month ago, and he's funny, but it's the same.
Yeah. Every interview he does, he's like pissed off that they're interviewing him.
Yeah, he's like 60. Yeah, I guess being Krusty's worked for him.
Yeah, he did it with like under the guise of being kind of a clean comic for a long time, and then I think people realized that he's kind of an asshole.
People tell me that. I think he's funny, but people tell me that they think he is that when he's like first impressions are bad or something like that when you first hear about him or you first see him. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I'm growing up, moving on a bit. I was into it for a while.
Yeah, I don't mind assholes. I don't mind people that are just call everybody out.
Right.
That's fine.
At least you can take a joke for what it is, right? Yeah. Have you been to see stand-up comedy any time in your life?
Oh yeah, a bunch. Most recently, Bill Burr, Louis C.K.
Oh.
Jim Jeffries. Yeah, I saw Louis on the last tour before the incident.
The exposure of the exposing.
Yeah.
Right.
And he was awesome. Very very pro. Like he came out and like just did his set and got off stage.
Right.
Like there wasn't any messing around. He didn't interact with the crowd at all. He didn't do it was like.
I mean, he does a lot of he's involved, right?
Yeah.
And he has a lot of like emotions where he gets like angry and mad and pent up. So he's probably got a lot to deal with before he goes on stage. Like remember it all.
Yeah.
And have those same emotions come up when he does it.
Yeah.
At least fake it. But this is before he got busted.
This is a few months before.
So it doesn't really matter because he got busted away, but like it's funny. Like, I've never seen him. I haven't seen that much comedy.
No, hey.
No, I saw Sebastian Maniscalco. At the Vogue.
He's coming back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The tickets are expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember he's got a stand-up show where he goes, I don't pick the ticket prices. Doesn't matter. It's still expensive.
Yeah, but you have control.
Yeah, but whoever
Louis C.K. capped all of his at $50.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And he made a point of doing that, and then he had a company hired to go after scalpers and cancel their tickets.
Oh yeah, I remember hearing about that on the radio. That's cool.
Oh yeah,
that's pretty good.
That's OG.
Probably feels guilty for everything else he do.
You think he's compensating? You know what? That's not a bad point.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, if you're that good of a guy in real life, like just being honest.
You know, like I'm good at what I do and do this. It's gonna be $700 to get in the fucking door.
Yeah, you could be wanking your willy and where you shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
There's balance everywhere.
Yeah, there is balance. Yeah, I saw Sebastian was funny. I've seen Jerry. I haven't. There's a Snowden comedy tour that comes to town. Have you ever gone to that before?
Once or twice. Yeah.
I've been there twice, and my buddy Jeff and I are. Swear to God, it's the same. Sorry, I swear.
Same guys every year.
Same material.
Set. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's hard to make a set for sure.
Yes.
But you come back to the same venue the next year. You assume it's small. I guess you don't know. But anyway.
Yeah.
I've never been after the second time I went.
Yeah. There was one guy that used to come to Crystal Comedy. I used to go to Crystal Comedy all the time. And there was one guy came and he killed the room so hard, everybody was like dying, and I was like, fuck, that guy's hilarious. I hadn't heard of him. He's a Canadian comic.
Yeah.
And then he came back 6 months later, exact same set in the same room. I was like, dude, surely people are coming to see the same thing.
I get it's tough. People do have to work. That's why comics travel, because they have to work this set and get it perfect when they do a special or something, right?
Yeah,
But if you get your 6 minutes dialed, you do it as much as you can.
Yeah.
But
surely you've got a few things you want to
switch it up.
Yeah, that you're working on that you think are funny. Anyway.
I've been there a couple of times. There's some guys who just kill. Yeah. There's like guys who I was out there one night. It was open mic. Some guy, I don't think he's a Whistler kid. He's just kind of a burnout.
Yeah.
He comes up. He's talking about people were crying, laughing. I think it was the second time up there, and they were just like, this guy's kind of burnout. He's at the back of the stage, kind of like dancing around. He was I don't even know why it was so funny. Like anyway.
No, sometimes
super high, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But yeah.
We had one guy that came to that Crystal night, and he came out on stage. I think I remember the joke. He was like, I saw a sign today that said, "Obey all signs." Just what a sign would say. And the whole room lost it. Yeah. And then from there, it was just like...
You could have said shitty jokes.
It was gold.
That's the thing. If you have that one, you either ramp up or you jump in with that, like...
Yeah.
That's a
get
tough
everybody
thing.
on board.
I've gone to see the open mics, and I thought about doing it a lot. I talk a big game. I'm going to do stand-up. I did it a long time ago. I used to talk a bunch about it. And I
me too.
Done it.
Same deal.
And then I go and see these guys, and I'm like, how do you... And I'm like, and I realized that bombing is funny.
Yeah.
If you bomb it's hard to do to embrace the bomb and let it happen. But sometimes, like I've seen guys bomb at the Crystal Lounge, and it's hilarious, and they're laughing too.
Yeah. Well,
depends on the crowd.
As long as you acknowledge the bomb, like you're aware of the bomb and you don't shy away from it.
Right.
You just dig your heels into the bomb.
Right. You're like, this bomb's gonna go off and stand my ground.
Yeah.
I'll lose my legs.
I'm taking you with me.
Yep. I'll pull both my hands off. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. So have you've thought about being a comedian or stand up and trying open mic?
Oh, dude, for like a decade, easy.
Right. And you haven't done it. You haven't tried.
I've done a few open mics, and then I did a roast as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
To be honest, a roast to me is the most fun.
It's kind of like ad lib. You might have some materials, you have some zingers, you can put anybody's name in there. Or...
I don't know what it is, but for me, it's like roasting people is like really easy.
Because you're an asshole. You just talk about how people are assholes. It's pretty funny sometimes.
Yeah, I don't know. It's not like I can quickly find something that is at least humorous without being too hurtful.
Right. Well, it's that balance of like if you dig out something they can't change, it's pretty hurtful.
Yeah, I do like just commenting on, just like what someone looks like to me. Like, like the classic, you look like the guy that...
Yeah, right. The funniest you look like is Theo Bond or Brenda Shaw.
Yeah.
You've seen it, right?
Yeah, the King.
You look like...
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I was thinking about it on the way over here. Do you want to hear some?
Yeah, I've seen it like 3 times. I watched just like there's the clips of it.
Okay. Yeah. You look like a guy that on his day off, he drives around trying to find old ladies to help across the street.
That's one of those burns?
No, that's you.
Oh, I look like that.
That's what you look like.
Oh, shit.
You look like a guy that, like, at one point in his life, sold surf lessons door to door.
You thought about these. I don't know how many comebacks.
Yeah, on the way over.
You look like a guy who sold surf lessons door to door. Yeah, man. Fuck, surfing's fun.
Yeah.
I'm a fraud, too, so it'd be perfect.
I got another one.
Right, okay. I like him.
Okay. You look like a guy that is addicted to an online game that no one's heard of. Yes. And when you bring it up, you're like, it's going to be the next big thing, I swear.
It never is.
Yeah.
Well, those are good.
Yeah, so like that kind of shit, like I can do that all day.
Those are
with
good
people.
burns. I don't really have that.
But they're not burns, they're almost flattering a little
They're
bit.
hilarious. You look like the guy, what was the first one you had? The first guy who tried to look for old ladies to help?
Yeah, you drive around on your day off just helping old ladies across the street.
Dude, that's karma points. Because I've been guilty other times. It's like Louis C.K. and the cheap tickets.
Yeah. I guess it is, yeah. Yeah, so I kind of always wanted to host a roast of some kind. Like get people roasting each other. Because I think, that people open up when you start roasting them. As long as you're a good sport.
Yeah. If they're just for later.
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree.
One thing I did learn about roasting is that it doesn't work with women.
Yeah, no.
And not because of any big reason. It's mostly just because they're sensitive, and if you bring up things like obvious things that you see, sometimes you hit something that. But with guys, you bring up something like about their physical nature. Guys have heard it all before.
Right.
It doesn't
like if you're fat or something, or
just whatever. Yeah, it could be anything.
Right.
Yeah. So
you're facing someone.
I tried it twice, and both times it backfired huge.
Right. You're facing like someone sat in mashed potatoes.
Yeah.
Right. You get, be a real mean to people.
Oh, good lord.
Yeah. This is what I've been drinking these the last few times on this thing, man. I feel like it's like, I bought them one night, and then I'm like, I like these because you can pretty much do a whole podcast and have a beer.
Yeah.
And it's actually creates a reaction.
Well, yeah, we had legendary, famous Glenn Blake come into the shop last year.
Oh,
Glenn Blake, Yeah. Okay, come on.
No, who's that?
Anyway, he came in and he just wanted to do some boot work and hang out and drink beer with the boys.
Yeah.
And he brought a bunch of those.
Yeah, right. That's a conscious decision. Because I don't think he's like.
And he's like, I heard there's a French Canadian that works in the back of the shop. I'm like, oh yeah, the Blaze. He's like, yeah. So I brought 50.
Yeah, that's awesome. Man, the French accent's funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blaze are doing it.
Oh.
You know who's got the best one is Martin Gallant.
Oh.
Snowboarder.
Yeah.
Dude, it's awesome.
It's just like cartoonishly exaggerated.
And it's great.
Yeah.
It's so friendly. Like it sounds like it's really cool. But when they get mad, it sounds rough.
Yeah. Yeah, kind of just. I don't know what it sounds like, man. It sounds horrific when they're yelling and mad.
Yeah, it's scary. But so to go back to this, what's French about Labatt 50?
I don't know. It was like a French Canadian thing, I guess. Or like a kids drinking.
That sounds cool.
Maybe
it's 50.
But as soon as he brought it in, Blaze was like lit up. He's like, oh, 50.
We didn't care about Glenn Blake. 50.
No, it was a combo deal, but yeah.
Right. Oh, that's cool. Well, good for Mr. Blake.
Yeah.
That's an insider scoop to know that Blaze is in the background. Who was he talking to who goes, you should get 50 because Blazer's back there?
Yeah.
Like, that's great.
Yeah. And I think, he wasn't necessarily like, Blaze doesn't necessarily like that beer, but he took the thought to go, hey, I heard there's a French Canadian guy that works there. Like, he didn't know any of us. Mm-hmm. He just like did a little homework and came in prepared, which was amazing.
Ski-town homework.
Legendary, man. And he was going around the shop. He had posters. He's just giving away signs.
Really?
He does that everywhere he goes.
That's his thing. I mean, the guy's
so cool.
He's like the pro wrestler of skiing, where like everybody knows.
Yeah.
He's like there, and it's like, oh my god, that's him, right?
Yeah, and just a good guy all the time.
Yeah, I've never met him or never even known. I've crossed paths with him before.
Yeah.
But
no, legend status, like real legend status. Right. Yeah. I mean, there's very few that can get there.
No.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, I wonder, can he lose the mohawk ever?
He didn't have it anymore. I mean, he's like late 50s now.
Right. So he doesn't do it daily. Like I don't know if it's ever daily. Maybe it wasn't.
No, I think for a while it was, man. I think that was like
that's the whole thing.
It was his life. Was the mohawk, which is cool.
But he has the hair to do the mohawk when he wants to still.
Yeah. I would guess. Yeah. You get still down there. I mean, it's looking pretty ratty.
Right.
Being honest, but.
Glenn Blake, man, the guy's legit. Doesn't matter what he does.
Doesn't matter what he does. He's still shredding hard.
Yeah. Is he still with the land? Is he with the land? Elan, whatever.
He skis in Chamonix for a lot of the time with an old Whistler guy, Ollie. If you ever knew that guy. Anyway, so he's still like shredding hard all the time.
Right. That's cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool to meet that guy. Who's the most famous person that's come into Surefoot? Surefoot's a local Whistler boot fitting shop. If anybody.
Yeah, you can find me there. Touching feet.
Yeah, touching
all
feet.
The time.
Bending plastic.
Yeah. And, that we've had
non-ski, like non-ski or something.
Oh yeah. No, I mean, I'll go through my favorites. Well, I had last year, Hillary Swank.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, helped her for a while. She was quite sweet.
Yeah. Friendly, I'm sure.
You definitely get like just people that like spend a lot of time in Southern, like in LA. it's so obvious.
Right.
I mean, they're so scattered all the time.
Because you're waiting for something to come out.
Oh, dude, like just like their phones and like they're just they're like super successful squirrels.
Right.
You know?
Just hiding.
Oh, they're everywhere. Just she's all over the place all the time. Very sweet though.
Yeah. It's funny because they come for vacation, they buy foam perfect boots.
Yeah.
For the vacation. And they probably don't use them again.
Yeah.
Which whatever, so what? I care. It's like people throw on shit all the time, but that's cool that she came by. She's nice.
Yeah. Kurt Russell and Goldie Hawn.
They've been in town a few times. I think.
Yeah. His laugh is the loudest, most booming noise.
Yeah.
It's unbelievable. It like dominates the room.
Right.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Unbelievable. Larger than life, for sure.
It's funny, I saw Banya outside your store, Kenny Banya. I don't know his real name, from Seinfeld.
Oh, he's...
Gold, Jared Gold.
Hey, he comes into our store all the time.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so Blaze teaches his kids skiing every year he comes out here.
So, right, because I came out of my shop one day and I was like, hey, Banya. I didn't know his real name. I'm like,
Banyan. It was a
Banya. Yeah, Kenny Banya.
Yeah.
And I hope you don't call him Banya. Doesn't matter, actually, but I didn't know his real name. I'm like, hey, Banya. He's probably like, fuck. They didn't know my real name, you know?
No, I mean, we talked to him about it.
Yeah, so I shook his hand. I'm a big fan. I just kept walking.
Yeah, he's like, he gets it so often.
Yeah, fuck.
Here's
normal.
Okay, so that's another Seinfeld tie-in. Right. Here's another one. I met the Soup Nazi.
Oh, yeah, because he's cousins with the guy from Shoeless Joe, or Fat Tony's. Shoeless Joe.
He's so close. Yeah, I met Sweet Man.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah.
I've heard he's a bit chuffed about the portrayal of his character in. Yeah, I heard. I googled it. One of my Seinfeld rabbit holes.
Oh wow.
He's a bit chuffed, but I never got to meet the guy. He's a good guy. Was he serving pizza at Fat Tony's?
Yeah, he was doing like celebrity pizza serving.
Did it work? Must have been busy.
Oh yeah, it was packed.
Yes, that's awesome. Like a side character, you know, like. For someone who's but so famous for that.
Well, he was in more than one episode, and they were hilarious.
Yeah. More than one episode?
I think so. I think there was.
God, I'm a Seinfeld, and I should know this, but I don't. Maybe you're right.
I think there's multiple episodes with the Soup Nazis, right. But.
Yeah. You know what's crazy is the number of roles or number of careers that have been like the first acting careers of some acting show of some people. It's like, that made no sense. What I was talking about. What I was saying is that.
Yeah.
That show was the first show that some people had ever.
Yeah,
right. Now they're like
first-time actors.
Yeah, they're famous or whatever, right?
Yeah.
I don't know exactly who, but I know it's a bunch.
Yeah. No, I mean, they were littered throughout every season.
Oh, Courtney Cox and Patton Oswalt. And I think Rob Schneider's in one of them too, but I don't think it's his first episode. But he's the guy who's deaf.
Okay.
Yeah, when Elaine puts in his hearing aid.
And,
I think his name's Bobby. Anyway, whatever. I don't know. How's the beer? Steam Whistle. You drink that a lot?
Steamworks. Because they're in the sampler packs, we get them at the shop all the time.
Oh, right.
Yeah, people, it's a nice gift pack.
Right.
So to speak. But I'll drink anything these days. I've started to steer away from, like craft beers and just drinking regular beers again. I got a little carried away. I think everybody did.
I've never really been a craft beer guy.
Yeah.
So I get why you would steer away from it.
Yeah.
But it's good to have different tastes. But I just kind of like I'll give it up. I like kind of shitty beer.
Yeah, it's kind of like good.
I'll drink Coors Light. Maybe I get work, but this 50's pretty good. That's why I like it. Because even when it gets warm, it tastes the same.
What is it? What's the alcohol percentage in one of those? Is it just like 5%?
Like
4.9?
5%.
5%.
5%. What's that one?
It's the same. Yeah, 5%.
Well, that's loud, eh? When you move that around.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. Yeah. Okay, so I wanted to ask you something. I don't know how much, and this is gonna get kind of local, so whatever. But what do you think is gonna happen when the mountain opens in November whatever, and then they have to open the Blackcomb Gondola to the 14th. Are you a fan of Blackcomb or Whistler?
Is that 14th of December?
Yeah, they heard that. The gondola's not open.
I didn't even hear that.
Yeah.
Breaking news.
Right, so Whistler Blackcomb.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah. Apparently it's not done yet. So I don't want to spend much time on this because it is quite local, but I'm curious what your thought. And if you just heard about it, then I would imagine you're just gonna have an initial reaction.
I want to say that I'm a Blackcomb guy because that's what all the cool people are. But honestly, I think it's about a mix for me.
Right.
That's gonna piss off a lot of people though. Like a lot of core.
Oh man, everything's good for your core. Yeah, stand-up paddle is good for your core.
It's good for your core.
Yeah, core audience. Your core. Yeah, the core skier would say.
Yeah.
Blackcomb.
Oh, Blackcomb all the way.
Line.
I mean, everybody in my shop,
so
they're all Blackcomb.
Yeah, I mean it's not. Me too.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not. I still don't know where to go in Whistler.
I don't know.
Who cares?
Yeah, who cares? Who cares? I mean,
I brought up. I actually don't care, but I'm curious about the. Do you have this sense of like the gondola? Like, are you into it? Or are you like, of course?
You know what? Indifferent. All that stuff to me is just whatever.
Right.
They're gonna do whatever the hell they want, and you just, I don't know. I didn't ride that gondola a lot anyway because I would always keep my stuff in the main build.
Oh, so you always went Blackcomb.
I mean, I wouldn't go all the way up to Wizard, so I don't really care about the gondola.
You just go up. Yeah, right.
But I mean, getting people out of the village as quickly as possible is probably better for everybody.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the only thing I think about is from mid-station up. So I think about the bottom of the roller coaster up.
Yeah.
It's the only thing I think about is, God, I can't lap that anymore. I mean, you can be.
Yeah, no more solar coaster.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I know. That's what I mean. So you just like get a lap the gondola.
Yeah.
If it dumps and you're trying to get on there.
Yeah, that sucks.
And it's like, it's the only thing open.
Yeah.
Gondola laps. This conversation's probably been had a million times off air around this town.
Yeah, I mean, if you're not talking about snow, then you're talking about that.
Right. Okay, where have you been skiing that you had the best experience outside of this town? You've been traveling skiing, I'm sure. Mm-hmm. Where would you say, I remember this one time stands out?
Oh, yeah, easy. Whitewater, Nelson.
Okay. Right.
I went there for a week with a buddy in like 2005. Mm-hmm. And it dumped a foot every night.
Yeah, cool.
We were there like during the week.
Right.
In like, I don't know, February. We stayed in a sweet, like a little log house. We ate at this like authentic Mexican food every night, and it just dumped pow every day. And so we just skied on the lift and skied pow every day. Like it was the most fun I've had skiing ever. Because you work and ski in this town.
This town's a hard time to have a good except regular days are good days.
Yeah, when you're not on vacation.
Oh yeah, right, true. It's a different mindset, right?
Yeah, you're just like, okay, that was a great day after work.
Right, or before work, I went and had a great night, but when I'm at work and I'm like...
Yeah. It's great that you can do that. You can go and have fun and ski before work, which is one way to look at it, but it's also like, God, it's nice to just get up and ski pow and then hang out in your cabin by your fire, drink beer, and go for Mexican food.
I think the thing is the freedom side of it all is what makes the experience more enjoyable. So like when you're skiing before work, you're like time check. It's still enjoyable because it's skiing. You got a couple of laps in because you're going before work. But the way when you're on vacation, you're like, I could do literally nothing right now. Yeah. But I'm happy to go skiing because I love skiing. I go. Yeah, that's cool. And it was up at Whitewater?
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never been there. It'd be cool.
Yeah, fun. Like 2 fixed gripped chairs going up either side.
Right.
Old school like lodge. Remember when you used to like go into the lodge and get ready?
Yeah. It was still kind of cold.
Yeah. It smells funny.
Like shit. Yeah. There's like a lady behind the counter selling like Twizzlers and sell you a muffin or
French
something.
fries for breakfast.
Yeah. Fries and gravy. We got gravy today.
Gravy.
Yeah.
Fries and gravy.
Yeah.
Good Lord, man. That was my go-to from like maybe 9 years old to like 15 years old.
And the cardboard like mashed up cup, like little bowl.
Oh, yeah.
Like the pressed cardboard stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pulp. Yeah. It's probably the most environmentally friendly cup they had back in the day. We did get rid of them. But yeah.
Switched out.
Then you put ketchup and vinegar onto the whole mess. I mean, I was a kid, I did some weird shit.
It just makes everything together. It doesn't matter.
Yeah. I think, same thing, man. I went to, my buddy Mike Berard and I went to Snoqualmie Pass.
Oh, yeah.
For
Washington State. Gotcha.
Yeah, we drove down there after work one night, and there was a randonnée race that Coast Mountain Culture was sponsoring.
Yeah.
And he's part of the mag, so we went down there, and it dumped. The highway closed. We were in this hotel. The hotel, people sleeping in the lobby, like it was dumped. People were trapped in this town. Mm-hmm. And we were skiing those 2 days, and we got to the gondola, we got to the fucking like guy, the rope tow at the bottom of resort pretty much, and dude, we skied power laps all morning, and I was like, holy fuck, lineups are huge. And we're just lapping this one spot. Man, I'm tired. It's gotta be like 4 o'clock. We're like, how many laps we done? He's like, dude, it's noon. We've done like 8 laps. And I'm like, fuck, man, because the laps are so short. Even though we're in line for like ever, it's a short, like 2-person chair up just through these trees. It was killer, man.
Yeah.
That was the best day.
Yeah,
for sure,
those are the days. I mean, you know, you can have great days here for sure. Epic days. It's just something about being at a smaller resort with no lift lines. That just like, I don't know, there's no panic. You know, you're just skiing.
Right.
You're not like trying to get to an area before all the other ass wipes get there.
Or you haven't been, I guess there's a whole thing too. I hate to jump back on this, but I feel like, and you haven't been gouged. So you're not already frustrated, you know? And maybe people don't really worry about the gouging as much. Maybe it's more a perception, but I feel like that hits you right off the bat.
Yeah.
But like us, we're used to getting worked. So when we go somewhere at $70 for you, we're like, oh, cool, that's great. It's pretty cheap.
Yeah, we've been bent over for years.
Right. Like $120 a day, that's what everybody pays. We're talking about it, but for the most part.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's like, I've never gone, I need to explore more BC.
More BC stuff, yeah.
Yeah, sea skiing.
I'd like to do a smaller resort trip sometime.
You ever gone like overseas, like to Europe or Japan or
No,
something?
never skied overseas.
Japan's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody, I mean, obviously it's the rage.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool and all. It's great. The culture's the biggest thing that I think is great. But then, if it dumps, it dumps. If it doesn't, you're still in the same situation you were if you lived in a ski tent. But man,
the spas that you go to the outdoor.
Onsen spot. They had a dick bath. That's what we call it. My brother. So I went there like twice. We took an RV both times. And, So you use like the onsen spa because we can't. They don't have the RVs aren't like.
They're not kidding. They're smaller RVs.
Yeah, they take the bathroom out and make it a closet.
Yeah.
And so. You go to these like the onsen spa, which are great. They're like, you pay whatever, between $6 and $10 depending on the quality of the spa, and you go in there and you have a change room. It's guys and women separate. Yeah. And you just get, you just walk around. You go get naked and you walk around these little like booths where you sit down like on these little stools. Yeah. And you shower. And you you bring your own washcloth or whatever. Yeah. You've been there before?
No.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just.
Yeah, and then at the end once you shower off, clean up, you can hop in the hot pools like the natural spas, whatever. Yeah. And it's great. Yeah. I mean, there's tons of people there all the time. It's busy in ski town. Yeah. But then, just the things you're forced to do, Yeah. It's cool. But the RV is pretty fun to drive across the country. It's so windy on the highways there.
Yeah. I've heard some stories of some spicy stories.
It's like driving around
super slippery.
Oh yeah, like people in the ditch all the time. Yeah, and everyone sleeps in their car there. Like there's an app I think you can get. It shows you what parking lots you can sleep in. Oh yeah. Which pretty much you can sleep in any parking lot. So the app just says like go anywhere. I think. I would guess.
Just put it in park.
Yeah, put it in park. Yeah, but but in Hakuba I don't know if it happens anywhere else. It must. They heat the city streets intersections with natural hot spring water through the ground. So they bubble it out into the intersections. Yeah. So it keeps from icing it.
Amazing.
Yeah, and like in the parking lot of some of the onsen spots out just around, or even the bottom resorts, there's like foot baths. Yeah. It's like hot water. You go and you take your ski boots out, put them beside you.
Yeah, we are missing out.
I know.
That would be so amazing to have.
Our program here is stay in your gear, get fucking wasted, and try to make it home. Totally. And lose your skis.
And forget your jacket.
Sure. Lose a bunch of friends, forget your jacket. Yeah. And then wake up and go, that was fun. Let's do that again.
Yeah. Forget your tab.
Yeah. Forget your tab and lose your visa somehow. Pay. They would take it out. It's gone.
I'd love to pay my tab, but I lost my visa.
But yeah, it's cool over there, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it sounds like it's almost cliche now.
Yeah. It doesn't. Yeah.
But it's amazing. It's not like don't go there for sure.
No. Yeah. I would love to. But if I didn't have to work so damn much in the winter.
I want to go skiing like, I've heard like South America's pretty good, but it's like crazy and windy and like it's not like you don't get like. Yeah. It's not like just because it's there and it's close to get to, you can ski in the off season.
I just don't think I can give up a summer to go ski down there. You know?
I would check it out, but I would probably try to do, like make a ski and like, ocean trip.
Yeah.
But then again, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know what it'd be like. Yeah. Have you been on surf trips before?
No, I surfed a little bit growing up on the island, but no, I haven't. It just never it didn't take hard for me.
Right.
I think if I like took the time, spent a couple weeks surfing. It'd be fine, but yeah, I just think really.
I'm horrible at it, man.
Yeah,
I'm like pretty much like just trying to stay alive for the most part. Like
short arms, short legs. I don't have like the most efficient paddle stroke.
I get no gas. I'm like, oh god, just like get me out of here.
Fighting
man.
my ass off just to get past the break.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you though, I went to Nicaragua last fall and I had a good time because it was warm water and you could stay in the water for a long time and just learn.
Yeah, that's.
And it wasn't that busy when I was there. I mean, I'm not that great, but we got to figure it out.
Yeah.
But I mean, it was just the wetsuit cold water thing just turns me right off.
Yeah, it's tough.
Yeah, but
you're never really comfortable.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. It'd be nice to.
It's nice to be comfortable.
Yeah. Yeah. Especially,
nice to be comfortable.
Especially the older you get.
Yeah.
You start to seek out comfort.
Fuck. I'm gonna knock this off here. Dude, so we were talking about cars last time. I took my car to the shop.
Oh, yeah.
And 12. Yeah. I don't know. I guess it's inexpensive, but we were talking about doing your own work on some cars.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I usually do my own brakes, like
Yeah.
I said before. And if it's as long as it's like newer cars where it's like disc brakes all around, I do like rotors and pads, pretty mellow.
Yeah.
Like they did a brake inspection on my car 2 days ago.
Yeah.
Like you might need to get new rotors and everything else, new calipers and rotors. So I'm like, okay. So I went and did the math on my car. I checked out the part price and stuff, and I'm like, man, it was gonna be half price to do it myself.
Yeah.
But then I realized that I've thought back on the times I've done the brakes myself, and it's worked. They're fine. It's safe. And get the brakes done. But it's like a day.
Yeah.
I'm like hacking away at shit, you know.
Yeah. You're on your back, smashing stuff.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. And I have jack stands, which is like feels advanced for me. Like I have these 2 jack stands. I jack it up, and it's like pretty legit.
Yeah.
But have you been to the point where like, what's the most work you've done on your car?
We did suspension work, and that was not the most fun. Like using one of those, I don't know what the name for it is when you compress the spring, stuff like that. I just don't feel comfortable doing that kind of stuff.
Because if it breaks, it snaps off.
Yeah, man, it's just like no experience. You're like, just because there's YouTube videos.
It's different if you're trying to do suspension. Well, because you gotta compress the spring and pull the strut out.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
And like, there's like some 11-year-old kid explaining to you how to do it.
They use like those rider straps sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, well, that's cool.
Yeah. I mean, it snap and you die.
Well, that's.
I don't know. I just.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, for sure.
There's like, like every job, every like, trade like that.
Right.
There's a few little things that you need to know to avoid like serious injury and harm.
Right.
And like, if you don't have those things, and you're just like, weighing it, I don't know. I just don't feel comfortable.
No, it's not safe.
If I'm just removing bolts and putting new parts on, that's easy. Like,
yeah. Brakes pretty easy. Suspension I feel is a bit more difficult for sure. You got to pull the whole assembly up the front, the brake off, and the caliper off, and you got to have it just like for sure.
Yeah, there's some shit involved. But yeah, I mean, I grew up in an area where lots of guys were like,
Did your oil changes? Oil changes? You ever do those?
You know what? No, because it's so cheap to get someone else to do it.
No, it was like $90 today to get my oil changed, man.
I don't know, man. You can get the deals. You can slide in at like
Jiffy Lube or something in Vancouver.
Jiffy Lube.
Is that what they are, Jiffy Lube? There's like a bunch of different ones.
Even Canadian Tire, man. You can get it cheap, and then when they finish, they send you. They call you and like, how was your service satisfactory? And if you go, you know what? No, it wasn't. They're like, okay, the next oil change is on us.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I mean, I don't take advantage of that because,
you gotta be honest.
Yeah.
Karma comes around.
I can't say it's a bad job, but this one time I got dicked around a little bit.
I feel like Canadian Tire has a bad rap. Just everyone's like uses the word dick around a lot with Canadian Tire.
Really?
I think so. But go on.
Yeah.
Right.
No, they had a series of underground nightclubs that they ran through the 80s. No, just
it's called Dick Around?
Yeah.
Pretty busy nightclub, I bet.
No, yeah, like I think I did it twice in like the 15 years I've been getting oil changes there. Yeah.
I don't know. I always think I have all this stuff for it. I do it. And I'm like, this is a fucking pain in the ass.
Yeah, I mean, unless you have like a hydraulic lift, and you can
you just got shimmy under, man. You just like it's like a limbo or what's a limbata or
I was picturing Tom Cruise in the first
Mission Impossible.
Yeah,
clearly it wasn't impossible, but
no,
underneath. I don't think I remember it. I mean, I've seen it, but I don't remember. Anyway, I was in my car like that.
Yeah.
And then, but I feel like when you're like,
you're
like this far from the oil pan where you're trying to undo it. So you're like, if this goes in my face, I'm gonna be you're like just drinking back oil.
Well, I've got my big brother there. He's got like this lit, like kind of you put it under both sides of the car.
Oh yeah, and that's cool. Oh,
and it just lifts the whole car up about like a foot.
Oh,
it's like a weird new thing. So you just hook it up to compressed air, and then it like lifts the
in
car.
A garage or like out.
Yeah, you can slide them anywhere. You can move them around anywhere. So I always change my tires over at his house, and so that thing's really handy for doing oil changes and brakes, and it's not that expensive too. I think it was like $1,300 or something for one of these things.
I mean, yeah, you can do a lot more too, right?
He ends up doing everybody's, shit. It's like what's tire change season? He is booked solid.
What's his name?
Dustin.
Hey Dustin, I need I need my tires changed.
Yeah, we did 3 in one day.
He could
literally swap a set of tires in like 30 minutes, which is awesome.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
I mean that's the thing. It's like I can do the brakes in like half a day. I know what I'm doing.
As long as there's no hiccups.
Yeah. But they already took the calipers apart and fixed them and got them all juiced up again. So I could have taken it back. I paid for that already. Because they were like, oh, we did the brake inspection. We got your calipers loose. You don't have to replace those. I was like, cool. So now I know the calipers are okay.
Right.
And then I could have gone and got the all the parts for $650.
Right.
And so, but yeah, I don't know.
Dude, I didn't buy brakes, not on this current one, but in the last few cars. I just order it on eBay. So I ordered the brakes on eBay, $250 all around, 4 rotors, four sets of pads,
right?
And I do it in an afternoon.
Yeah,
usually with a friend.
Right,
that's
shit together. Yeah, this is a coincidence. So speaking of the story, when Mike and I went to Snoqualmie, I had just done my own brakes.
Oh, that's what you want to do. Go on a road trip right after.
And I hadn't. You know, you got to in the rear brake, you have to push the caliper, compress it back in, a little bit from the e-brake and everything too.
Yeah.
So I thought I had done it enough. Yeah. So I put the pads on. I put it all on. It was a bit tight. I'm like, it's fine. It's a bit tight. It's no big deal. I'm like, it'll wear down. Put the brakes down.
Yeah, man. It'll
work itself out.
Regulate.
Yeah. So Mike and I are driving down the highway.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, something's fucking smoking. Like it locked on, and it's like it's not stopping the wheel, but it's like intermittent dragging. Yeah. I'm like, by the time I noticed that, I was pretty far, so I let it go.
You just let it.
I rode it out. I rode it out, and it went away after like halfway to Snoqualmie, across the border, and I didn't have to change my brakes again until next time I changed my brakes, and everything was fine.
Everything was fine.
But it was smoking out the back wheel. I'm like,
dude, there's nothing more nerve-wracking than being on a road trip and your car's fucking up.
Smelling funny.
Dude, classic story. A young man, four of my closest friends, for some God knows why reason, when we graduated high school, they're all like, we're going to move to Calgary. They just all wanted to do something, and they didn't know what to do because they're stupid and 18.
Yeah.
And so the four of them, they're like, you should come with. I'm like, yeah, I'm not going to Calgary. That sounds terrible. And so they loaded up in my buddy's truck, and they're driving to Calgary. Big old 1985 Ford.
Like I think, man. Sorry.
F-250.
Right.
Like long cab, long box, long everything.
Right. Yeah.
Grandpa's truck.
Yeah.
And they're driving to Calgary, and truck breaks down.
Yeah. Totally.
Like, out in the middle of nowhere. So they flag someone down. They get into cell range. They call somebody. They get a tow truck out there. They drag the truck all the way into town. It was like a whole day ordeal.
Right.
And they realized that they had, when they filled up for gas, it was a dual tank truck. They filled up the other tank.
What?
I mean, fair. You have to flip a switch on the dash to go to the other tank. So they just ran out of gas
on one side.
All they had to do was hit the switch.
Oh,
and
man.
they could have gone all the way. And this is like their first foray into being a solo human being, being out there in the world. I just thought that was like the most poetic thing I've ever heard.
I probably would. That could happen to anybody. That could happen to me.
Yeah.
I mean, it would suck. I wouldn't tell anybody. But it would happen. It probably happened to me.
Yeah, we've all done dumb shit for sure.
Yeah, for sure, man.
I mean, it's less frequent now.
Yeah, I think because we do less Like as you get older, you do less adventurous things, perhaps. Hopefully not, and then so your chances of mistakes are less.
Yeah.
But within those attempts, they're probably higher because you don't do as much.
That's true. Yeah. Yeah. You're not as many at bats.
So you get off scot-free less.
Yeah.
But you don't do as much, numbers wise.
True.
Yeah.
And you know how to hide it better.
Right.
Now when you fuck up.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sneaky. Bad 50s. I can't get over that.
Do you want one? There's one in there.
Oh no.
I had I don't know. They're pretty tasty. Look loud, eh?
Yeah.
That's loud. Hey, I have a question for you. I was ranting this today. I was ranting with Vimeo today.
Yeah.
So Vimeo's like super annoying. It's like everyone's like, oh, it's like I feel like it's kind of artistic. It's like everyone who likes Vimeo hates YouTube.
Okay, yeah.
And like Vimeo, like if I'm like making like if I'm true to filmmaking, I put something on Vimeo.
Oh right, like we have more artistic like integrity.
Right. There's no ads or whatever. Is that something you're aware of?
Well, not as soon as you said it, it did. I thought, yeah, that makes sense.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm watching it today, and I don't. Every time I've used Vimeo, it always pauses and cuts out. Every time, right? Yeah. So literally, like it's always like gotta wait for Vimeo to load, but but then I go on YouTube. Generally, plays right through, right?
Yeah.
So I was like, it's like going to like, if you're talking about art, like going to like an art show, and the artist only puts up half the photo. Yeah. So everybody gets there, and then they put up the other half to make it here. Now we're all here. We can watch it all. Yeah. It's like, man, I am surprised that no one, like, am I the only one who's experiencing this negativity with Vimeo?
Surely not. I mean,
it feels like everyone's ignoring it, and this is a stupid topic, but it drove me nuts today. I was like, why? No, I'm like, this won't even load. And I was talking to my roommate. I was like, no, this isn't fucking load.
You know, I don't use it enough to know. Right. But, you know, it seems weird that service, like Vimeo, is still a thing.
I don't know how it works.
If you're in the eyeballs game, which all these people are, if you're making videos, you're in the eyeballs game. Yeah. You want to put it on the place that has the most eyeballs.
Sure, right. But also, though, what I can say is that there's less minutia on Vimeo.
Yeah.
So, in that respect, it's probably the integrity of the content is higher on average, but it doesn't play.
There's more art house short films on.
But whoever's art, they're too cheap to buy good enough upload speed. They're starving artists. I don't know. That's not what how it works. But it's just annoying because I can watch. Do I want to watch an ad?
Yeah.
Or do I want to watch it load?
Yeah, I don't know. I get really frustrated when things don't load.
Yeah, and then I'm like, fucking ad. I might wait to skip for 5 seconds, right?
Well, you can get ad blocker though.
But you can't get ad blocker on YouTube.
Oh hell yeah, you can.
What do you mean? Tell me about this.
I don't get ads on YouTube.
What do you mean?
You can get an ad blocker for YouTube. It's hard to do on your phone, but you can definitely do it on your laptop. I don't get ads on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah. That's the only way to go, man.
Am I way off the back on this?
I don't know, man. It's pretty straightforward stuff. Ad blocker plus. Just toss it on there.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, free. It's free. My. You just throw it on, and it literally blocks every ad on YouTube.
So if I'm watching so if I'm watching a video, nothing shows up. How is that possible? Why would they? Man, there's got to be ad blocker. It's got to be. Like, they're not blocking us.
Double blocker?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been on that training for a couple of years now, and it's never let me down.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, a lot of other sites, it's tough.
Did you ever use that Holla? It was like the one where like you could scramble your IP address. You could watch like British Netflix.
Oh, well, I use an IP, like a VPN, it's called.
Right.
So, because I...
Do you have a shotgun and 100 years of food in your basement?
Yeah. I've been working on the sweetest tinfoil hat too. No, I've had all that stuff for a while. I'm not malicious with my stealing of content, but every once in a while, like I want to watch a sporting event that I don't have cable. And I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna do? Like, I'm not paying $80 a month to watch TV.
Right.
I'm not doing that anymore.
Yeah.
I already pay $80 for internet. It's amazing how expensive.
I pay a lot for internet, man. My internet sucks.
Yeah, dude, mine too.
Shaw TV. I'll tell you right now.
Shaw too.
Yeah, it's annoying. And I do their little, they like, can you switch? Hey, why don't you try switching channels? I'm like, yeah, I'm doing that for fucking 2 hours. Why don't you try unplugging and playing them again? I'm like, I'm going to throw
Have you unplugged it?
Yeah. So I get that one. So I do that. And I'm like, okay, fine. I'm going to try these things first and then I'm going to hit you up.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, look at our history of conversation here on Twitter. This isn't new. They're not like, hey, what's your name again, sir? I'm fucking this all the time with you guys.
Yeah.
So I get fed up. I'm still with Shaw, but I'm fed up.
What are you going to do? I mean,
I have to go to TELUS and I'm on Rogers. So I'm like, what?
We're technically in a remote location here, so we have like very little options when it comes to most of this shit.
I heard they are starting to market a faster internet now.
Oh.
And so my roommate's like, they're probably throttling this internet.
Oh, yeah.
I don't use those tech terms, throttling. Just say they're slowing it down.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Hit the fucking throttle. I don't know. But
I see.
I think it's like, anyway, yeah, it cuts out. Like it's brutal, man.
Yeah. I can't handle that stuff. I've had, anytime stuff starts to cut out, I like, my attention span is non-existent.
I've been told to unplug and plug things back in for probably the last 20 years of my life.
Dude, every
when
time
something's broken. So I'm like, let's do a different solution. Let's not start there. We all know.
How about creating a device that when it doesn't work, it will unplug itself?
Yeah.
Or just reboot.
Or make itself work again.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'm not working.
How about
I gotta fix this again.
How about this device self-diagnoses its problem?
Yeah.
And just figures it out. I mean, we have ovens that clean themselves. Self-cleaning ovens.
Imagine that for real. You gotta scoop out the shit at the bottom. Just burns it off. If you don't have a good enough fan vent, the problem with the self-cleaning oven is it's a fire alarm. It's a fire alarm hazard.
Is that the most oversold feature on a device of all time? The self-cleaning oven.
Yeah, we're gonna burn this shit off. And you have to wipe it out after. It's gonna be a mess.
I'm like, self-cleaning oven. What do I do? Read the directions. Turn to 600 degrees.
Incinerate the shit out of it
and go to work.
Yeah, that's what Japan does for the garbage. Japan incinerates their garbage.
Just incinerates it?
Yeah,
well, there's nothing wrong with that.
But self-cleaning, no. It's then you have to wipe it out after.
Yeah, I actually thought that was real for a while, and then I realized it just.
Well, wait. So I use like that off stuff, the toxic spray, where you just wait 5 minutes and it bubbles it off and you wipe it out. I've never done the actual self-cleaning. Doesn't it just burn it off and create like it just creates like it carbonizes it so much that it carboxylates? What's it? I think it's carboxylate. I could be wrong.
Oh man,
that
sounds so wrong, but I'm not confident enough to say it's.
No, I think it's wrong. But it burns it so much just into ash and you wipe it out. Is that what happens?
Yeah, that's the idea.
Right.
Yeah.
That's a hoax.
Yeah.
Where's the self-cleaning freezer? It just freezes it off so much. It's so cold in there.
Freezers are the opposite. They just build up with shit until you have to dig them out with a chisel.
Speaking of Seinfeld, he talks about it every year. His freezer gets smaller and smaller. He can put one
really?
Because it's an old school thing he talks about, and it's like it all closes in. Like,
I missed that one.
Oh, I think it's from it's a while ago.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a piss here.
Oh, dude, okay.
Every time.
Let's go and black it out, and we'll go to.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna try and ramble on like last time.
Okay, you do your thing.
It sounded so weird. I had to cut it out.
So much better with headphones. Oh.
Yeah. I might get stoned here for a quick second too.
Yeah. Do that. I might.
So now we're recording again.
I'm not good at talking about serious stuff though.
It has to be serious.
No.
Like, did you vote recently? There was a vote recently, right?
Totally did.
Yeah. I wasn't in town. I couldn't do it, but.
No, I didn't vote.
Right. I guess I could have online.
Here now I have to explain why I didn't vote.
Yeah, so I'm not calling you out.
No.
I voted every other time, but I'm not going to defend myself. Yeah, it's bad I didn't vote.
I don't vote.
Okay. That's cool.
I mean,
you can decide how you want to take this because
here's the thing. Here's the thing. There's a couple of things, and listen, I'm not like steadfast on any of these things.
Right.
Here's what I currently think.
Right.
At first, I didn't vote because I was lazy, and then I didn't vote because I didn't like any of the candidates.
Right. Okay.
Usually ever, and then I didn't vote because I don't really believe that the systems we have work that well.
Right.
I feel like you're never, no matter the candidate, they're all subjected to the same scenarios where they have to forego their stances on things in order to follow through with policy. So I just stopped voting because I just never felt like there was a reason to vote. I don't complain about government ever.
Well, at least that's like a flip. You don't have if you complain to be different.
I don't ever beak off about like what the current government's up to.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, it's easy to hate like certain politicians, but
for sure,
I don't care that much.
It's kind of like me and my strata. I don't go to strata meetings. So if the lights are out in my hallway for a while, exactly. I'm like, whatever, man.
Yeah, man. That's the small scale.
But I do vote, but in strata cases, do you live in a building that has strata?
No, I have though.
Right, and I'm just like, I mean, you guys aren't doing that. That's cool. I didn't put my name in, so I don't need to worry about it. Like, grass getting cut twice a week now, save us a couple $100. Cool, I'm down. Yeah, I don't really use the grass much.
Yeah,
I mean, it looks nice.
Yeah,
but
I find like there's more aggression going towards non-voters now. Like we're almost like in the realm of smokers. It's like people will shame you to into voting.
Right.
And I know you're supposed.
I mean, it does. I mean, you can't make a change unless everyone stopped voting.
Yeah.
You can't make a change, and the whole point is to hope like. I mean, it's important, even though it seems like so minuscule or minor individually.
Yeah.
But it is important. But but I don't try to negate the argument that people who don't vote.
Yeah.
I'm just like that's If you were like, I don't think anybody who doesn't vote yells about what's going on. I feel like everybody who doesn't vote is like, fuck, whatever.
Well, maybe some do. I think there's some out there that love just talking the talk.
I don't vote because all these things suck.
Yeah.
If you're vocal about it.
Like, the Facebook activist.
You can't, yeah.
Those people. I bet you there is a bunch of those that are always posting shit about the current political climate and then just don't vote.
Right.
It's got to
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. I mean, for sure, yeah. It's always a sensitive topic, I'm about voting. Everyone's like, because people are just like, well, there'll be people who just get super fired up about it, right?
Yeah.
And, I don't know.
I just find that
I'm a fence sitter.
I find that with anytime we're talking about politics, whether it's in Canada or Americans, we're so sensitive right now. Right. Anytime you bring it up with another individual, it could change the dynamic of your friendship
for the rest of your life.
Yeah, really quickly. So I avoid it because I don't want. I don't care.
Because we should be friends no matter. Like, if we can get along, we should get along.
Oh man, it can turn quick.
Yeah.
And so I just avoid politics altogether because it just puts a barrier between you and people sometimes. And I just don't think. I don't know. We're way too alike to let a political.
I mean, there's clearly like things that are similar for sure. Yeah, I don't know. I don't talk politics too often. I don't tend to know a lot about them. I tend to think I know a little bit enough to keep myself to decide what I feel is right.
Yeah.
But I am I'm far from knowledgeable on it.
Yeah. No, I like I said, like you said, just enough to stay in the conversation.
Like I think I'm just south of the polarizing issues. Like the big stuff that's huge, I think I just know a little bit more of those and a little bit below that.
Yeah.
And that's kind of where I'm like hovering as far as what I know. So I should know more. I commend the people who are out there voicing an opinion that I believe in.
If they're gaining the information and the facts, then they should be sharing those with the public, and then everybody can decide for themselves what they believe and all that shit. I mean, I don't know if your dad was the same way. My dad watched the news every night, and not just like one show of news. Right. He would watch like all 3 news shows or whatever every evening.
Yeah. My parents split up when I was like 15, so I don't remember. But I think my dad watched. The news was a thing, like 6:30.
Oh man.
It was like the CKBR.
My dad did not pay attention to anything else.
Just the news.
The news. When he got home, the news right away. And he would watch the same story on different networks.
Dude, my dad was watching the news, and our pet parakeet flew out of our cage and flew downstairs and died right beside him on the ground. Didn't know how to fly. Dude, I swear, I kid you not. My dad was in the basement. This was before I was 15 because they didn't live together. We had a pet bird, pet parrot, or pet parakeet, like small little parakeet or whatever. One was called Mookie. It was called Mookie Wilson.
Oh, nice.
My grandma named it. She's a huge baseball fan. She lived with us.
That's cool.
And it
Mookie.
She was cleaning the cage. And it took off. Didn't know how to fly. It's been in the cage fucking like what since day one. Goes out. I don't know its flight path specifically because no one saw it.
Neither did it.
Yeah, it went out down. We had it like into the basement. My dad's watching the TV. It died like 2 feet beside him. Like it hit the ground and went boom. It must have hit the ground and like tumbled because it was like just dead.
Yeah.
And we're like, I must have been like 8 or 10 maybe.
Yeah.
And we're in the house like Mookie. Yeah. No one knows that my dad's still watching TV. He's like, whatever. He's in the basement. I don't give a fuck. Probably right in the basement watching
bird.
TV. Yeah, but he doesn't. He's like, whatever. Bird's lost. Whatever.
Yeah.
He's not acknowledging us at all.
Yeah.
So all of a sudden, I don't know if it's a vague memory because that was so long ago, but
yeah,
I recall seeing the bird at the bottom of the stairs.
Yeah.
I don't know if I was the only one who saw it first. I think my brother and I maybe saw it. Anyway, yeah, the news, man. Yeah. My dad was so distracted by the news.
He just couldn't.
The family bird died beside him. Undisturbed.
Didn't even bat an eye.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That's how it was with my dad too. He would not like you could if you talked over the news. Yeah. He would like a hard he would make eye contact and he would fucking shush you.
Shut you down.
Yeah. Wow. Shut it down.
Wow.
I'm watching the news. That's as far as it went. But it was like pretty intense, like connection to current events.
Well, the news was new. Like I feel like news and TV was like it was still on a roll of like being entertainment and new, right?
Yeah.
And it was real news because like
it was the internet of their time.
Yeah, that's all they had.
Yeah.
And it felt like, yeah.
Well, if you think about it, it's the connection to the happenings in the world because like the internet it connects you to the world. I'm sure the news was like a way to like.
Well, for a long time, progression of media went on slowly until the internet happened. So before that, the news was like everything that was small. Every small change seemed big on the news, right? Yeah. So remember the ticker? Whenever that got ahead, people were like, "What?" It must have been like the ticker.
More news.
Oh, they must have been like, "What? This is incredible." And now it's like just these snippets of like, shooting, dead, market down. Attacks.
Yeah.
And it's like family finds dog in a tree.
Yeah. Right. Assault rifle spree.
The ticker's like the alarming facts, and these are the drone on hypnotize you into what's the buff stuff above it. Yeah.
Oh, good Lord. Yeah, that watching one of those like prime time like major news networks. Yeah. I don't even know how like it's like you're having a stroke. There's like so much going on all at one time.
The market's dropping over here. 2 people of different races are screaming at each other over here. Yeah. Here's what's happening with any type of Britney Spears or any type of like other shit. And then they cut to a commercial.
Yeah.
About like psychoactive drugs or this drug needs to save your life, but it might have these 600 side effects.
Yeah.
Then it cuts back to
10 seconds about how happy you'll be and then like a minute and a half about the side effects.
I would be curious. And I mean, it's probably when they go, the person who writes that script,
right,
is like it's a template. That last little bit is like just stack these in. It's probably a side effect. One of them's going to match, and we're going to have to deal with them all anyway at some point. So they probably just. I don't even. But how does it even get like? How does that even get to that point?
Well, how does it get I would imagine they did trial tests with a group of people.
No, but who? Sorry.
Yeah, no, I was just thinking that, and then everybody tells them what happened when they took these pills.
I grew a third arm. Yeah, right.
And then they have to put it all in, but they don't have to put it in the same way they put the good stuff in.
Okay, but is there a percentage of good versus bad? Like, hey, FDA or whatever it is in Canada. It's
yeah.
So listen, we got 70% positive results on this, and the rest are, things are happening out there still. We're not sure what the final results are.
Yeah.
But these ones seem positive. Like, okay, cool. What? At what point? How do you?
No, that's a good point. I don't know how you'd know that number.
That's a pretty common question, I'm sure, but it is strange.
What's the cutoff?
Yeah, as long as you tell the person that your head might slowly fall off your body.
Yeah.
Then you can give them that pill.
Right.
Right. Or if it's like, some of these things are like it's known to cause cancer. Other than cigarettes, everyone's like these cause cancer, but it's like, look, we can cure your ADD.
Yeah.
But you might get a penis on the back of your neck in 6 months. You didn't know it was ever going to be there.
A penis on your back of your neck that is yours.
Yeah, not someone rubbing a penis on the back of your neck. That's a different medication. Yeah, okay. That's a different kind of pill. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, yeah, I don't know, man. Every time you watch those, it seems like one of those SNL skits, right. You know, like the commercials used to make.
Right.
In the 90s. Like, it seems like it's not real.
Have you ever been prescribed something where you're like, I don't want to take this? Have you ever been prescribed pills where you're like, I don't want to take that?
I try not to take any pills I'm prescribed unless I have to.
Like for pain and stuff. What do you do? Like if you've broken an arm, you must have broken bones.
Yeah, like separations and stuff like that. And I take it at the time, and then as soon as I can stop taking it, I stop taking it.
Right. Yeah.
I do not like the feeling. That messes my whole system up.
Right.
I mean, it dulls the pain a bit, but not so much that it feels good.
It's funny how there's that distinction between like I'm the same way. So when I got hurt pretty bad a few years ago, when I was taking medication for that, I wanted to stop taking it. It's like this makes me feel weird. I'd rather deal with the pain that I have. Realistically, this is really what happened. I'd rather deal with the pain that I have than have this weird mental state.
Yeah.
It was really strange. And I had to give it back to the doctor. He's like, you should probably keep those because for the pain. I'm like, I don't want them because they're making me feel weird.
Yeah, right.
It's called Dilaudid, and it was making me have
okay, yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah, they were like, I was overprescribed, so I couldn't sleep. I kept seeing these crazy like scenes. Like this is like it stands out. It's like 3 months of like fucked up, crazy like medieval scenes all the time. It's like a recurring thing. But yeah, I don't know what the side effects were. But I'm curious. I don't know anybody who's taken like Zola. I don't know. These ones are like
all those funny
Zoloft or
like, like cartoon characters acting out the scenes.
Yeah, because kids are real. That's probably, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. But I don't see anything. But it's like, there's the side effects. And this has been, people talk about it a bunch. But the side effects just seem like, where's the cutoff?
Yeah, I don't know. I want to say, like.
Is it only, if you disclose it, it's fine? Like if you're like, you might have these 70 things, but as long as we tell you, and you call us, it's okay for us to give you this.
I think the pharma companies make the rules, man. I don't think that the agencies do. They're just like, they have so much money.
Well, the agencies, no, for sure. Yeah. But what I'm saying is, whoever's making the rules.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Those are fucking sweet rules, man. You can just do whatever the fuck. Basically, here, the rules, do whatever the fuck you want.
Here's a drug.
Yeah. Hand it out.
Roll the dice.
Yeah. Take charge a bunch for it. Hand it out.
It might do something. It might fuck you up worse.
Right. Yeah.
People are willing to take that chance.
I was actually just on online today, and I was looking up.
I thought you were gonna say something else. You're like on.
No, I was looking up allergy pills because I have allergies, right?
Okay.
And I looked up there was like clinical trial.
Yeah. And
there's like you could pay this much. It's just like an ad in Google listing or whatever. And I clicked on it, and it was like all in the U.S. Couldn't do it in Canada, but it was like it said like it wouldn't tell you what the price was, but it'd say we're testing this.
Yeah.
And what the fuck is that? They're like, you're testing this. Like, well, it's like a bit of description. But they wouldn't tell you much because they don't want to disclose it online.
Of course,
right?
yeah.
And I was like, man, I'm like, what happens to people?
I don't know.
Like, even last night we were watching this Tosh.0, and this guy's eating like tampons and foam, and like he's eating marbles. He's eating like pellets. He's eating like a cardboard. He's eating insulation. I'm like,
the guy eats everything.
He eats it. Yeah, he got divorced. His wife left him. She's like, this is fucking weird. He's like, what do you mean it's weird? And it's a whole thing on Tosh. I don't really like that show, but this one was pretty funny. But this guy's eating.
Ah, shit! I haven't heard of that. Just he eats stuff.
He's like, I eat things. You're like, what the? He eats tampons. He's
just
like,
not food.
He's kind of. I feel like he's got things jiggling around inside him. He's not that big. I mean,
you just picture all those things.
Everything. Yeah.
like he's a giant toy box.
You're not going to digest a tampon?
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe you are.
I don't know. I don't know how that.
I mean, I don't know how strong those stomach acids are.
Maybe the dude's got an iron stomach.
I think there's like some kind of like off ramp on his stomach, and he's just got some kind of weird like toy box around his gut of like things he's eaten. I don't know.
Dude's eating tampons. Well, I mean,
he's
you don't want to eat something that would expand once it gets in.
He said the first time he ate something like that was a tampon or an expand. They had to pull it out by the string. I don't know if it was a joke, trying to be funny, because he's super weird. I think he's actually homeless. The whole point of I think he's actually homeless too. It's not funny, but I think the point is that he's got YouTube. He's got a huge YouTube following. Anyway, all I'm saying is
that's all the more reason for Vimeo.
Yeah, keep that shit up. No, I bet you he's huge clickbait. Like He must be doing something wrong. So he should be crushing right now. Apparently, he's got a bunch of followers.
I believe it.
But he looks like he's eaten what he's eaten, and nothing has left him.
Right.
So like,
yeah, I'm picking it up.
Yeah, it looks weird, man. It looks like a bag of Halloween candy in a suitcase, or like in a pillowcase, yeah. Where it's all kind of poking out, you know? Yeah, that's what it looks. I'm like, that's my picture. Like, take his shirt off. I'm like, dude, I can see like a pedal, like in the side there,
or like Santa's sack.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, poking out the side, dude. That's a shoe. Like I don't know. I think it's super weird. Yeah. I don't know how you don't die.
I don't know, man. He must be young. I mean,
like toxic shock. Have you heard of that before?
No.
So toxic shock is it's a thing. I don't know how far it exists, but what all the causes are. But I understand that for tampons, sometimes they can cause toxic shock when they're in your system for too long. So for females, if they wear them for too long or something like that, apparently it can cause that. Some older one. So what I'm saying is, if the guy eats this thing and it's in him, that's the only. It's just that. There's other things he's eating. Right. How does he? Like, I just don't get it. I'm never gonna understand it. I don't understand it. He must have to barf it up or something. Or like, I don't know how you do that.
I think, you know what happened is he just like started with small things and he just like slowly worked his way up. And then he just like started eating.
There's that guy. Sorry, this is funny. There's a guy. I saw a video of this guy in like India or something like that who eats bricks and dirt. I'm not even joking. I'm fucking dead serious. I've seen this, and he eats like bricks. He gnaws at them, and he eats them. I swear, dude. I'm not even joking. He eats them. He eats dirt.
He sounds like a WWF bad guy.
No, he's just like a guy like
eats like bricks.
He's in some like I don't know how to say this appropriately, but I think he's Indian or some, and he's like small village somewhere, and it's on like Ripley's Believe It or Not or something like that. And he eats bricks.
Wow.
No, and his teeth are fucked. Clearly, he eats dirt.
I mean, he still has teeth.
I don't know. I mean, he's got something. You can't arrowroot bricks. You know, like soggy them down.
Is there interviews with him? Like, does he say something about?
I mean, I could pull it up online and show you your reaction. I could Google guy who eats bricks. But
yeah, go for it.
Yeah,
this sounds amazing.
Have you ever been to see like circus or clown show or something like spectacle, like magician or something?
No, not like big level stuff. I haven't seen any.
Big level? What do you mean?
Well, you know, like I've just seen like, you know, garden variety. He's eating bricks.
Yeah, guy who eats bricks. There he is. Man, I think they're eating bricks, mud and gravel. It's you should Google this. If you're watching this, you should Google this. It's called Man Addicted to Eating Bricks, Mud, and Gravel.
He's holding his kid. He's just he's snacking on a brick.
He's wearing pajamas, I think.
Which makes him crave bricks, mud, and gravel.
Why does he crave them?
From Karnataka, India, has been consuming the unusual diet since he was 10.
Since he was 10. And eat it every day. I can't stop. It's a habit. His teeth. He has teeth, right? You see his teeth? He's got fine teeth. Even give me fried chicken, I want mud at any cost. I've never heard someone say that before.
No, that's the first time I've heard that.
No one's ever said I want mud at any cost.
Dude, he looks like a zombie in a video game that only eats bricks.
Like he's picking up rocks off the ground and eating them. Watch this.
2 kilos of mud and gravel.
2 kilos of mud and gravel.
Habit attracts attention wherever he goes.
He just walks around eating dirt and bricks in front of people?
Yeah. He said he must have mud.
That guy's a legend.
It's weird, right? I mean, whatever. I mean, I don't know. I mean, he must think, will people ski? It's super weird. But that's not even close to relating to that.
I feel like this is weird. Far off. But yeah, that is.
That's crazy.
I wonder what goes on. His system just finds a way to live off the nutrients.
I'm sure he must eat other things. I mean, peyote.
For sure.
Yeah, Yeah, opium. He's always eating all that stuff. He's bricks. He just soaks his bricks in opium. If you can do that, I don't know.
Maybe
yeah,
he probably eats scope too.
Oh fuck!
Imagine
scope.
brick breath.
But you're all you're doing is scraping. You have no cavities. Like there's there plaque from eating bricks?
I don't know. I feel like we should ask a dentist.
This thing's empty.
Too.
I think it's been like an hour and a half.
There we go. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's all right. I mean, I'll keep talking about shit, but we should probably say something for later.
Yeah.
All right. Well, thanks for coming by again, man.
Hey, man.
That was great. That was good.
Sweet.
Till next time.
Ciao.
I think it helped us fuel the.
It picked it up a bit.